One of the teachers in one of the local organizations there, one of the teachers, and I developed a lot of pedagogies.
Okay.
In bringing about change. Like for example, aged, like a lot of neglected aged are in Singapore. How to go and be a source of solace and support. So I developed another model. So this is what I do actually on my own.
That's something we're looking at here also, because the human species, if you look at it, is rather weird. Most species, they have a reproductive stage and then they're dead. Here you have a reproductive stage in your life for 40 years after that. Well, what are you going to do with that time? You know?
Because we always find that the moment we are not productive, exactly.
But
because we measure everything in terms of output.
That's the problem.
That's the big problem.
So you may be missing a hell of a lot.
Exactly.
So the point is, you must put these people in a way where you can get the benefit of that as well.
That's exactly what I've been approaching over there. I say that a person who is not, I would say, tangibly productive doesn't mean he's unproductive.
Exactly.
Just because a person is tangibly unproductive, that person may have something to contribute which you don't have, which you have to give it to the age. Because you've not been in that position, you've not been in that place, you've not been in that person's life. We could never fit into another person's shoes.
And we are not in a position to judge whether his contribution is valuable or not.
That's excellent. Who are we to judge when my body sense and mind control is already limited? I don't know what happened beyond my age. But these people have something in them that crosses beyond what I know. And that I have to respect.
Exactly, and we have to see what we can do with it. That might be very, very valuable.
Exactly. So that's what we did back in Singapore. Going out and making them feel comfortable, accept what they are, and if possible, people appreciate what they have to give.
Yes.
What they have a lot to give, and somehow these people are put aside because they're taken as useless.
They're devalued.
Yes. Yeah, that's very sad. I mean, I wish that. I'm glad we're also looking into that. These are the areas that I've been doing, and I'm working with youths also. I teach youths and try to make them see differently. And I think the biggest problem that what you said is conformity. So that is something that I've been working on. I said that you can wear any garb, but that doesn't mean you are the garb.
Yeah, of course.
I stand apart, witnessing everything. So that idea that is I'm trying to. I keep sharing. Whenever I get opportunities. Like even when I play shows, then here
it's a wonderful opportunity to push this kind of stuff.
So when I play show, I do share, but they normally look at me like blankly. But never mind, see this black. That's what I always say. The first step. There's always a first step. So whenever I go, I'll share this. And amazingly, this works in Western countries more than South Asian and Southeast Asian countries. And the tradition that made it popular has been South Asian. That is so. What an irony.
You see, if you look at the 60s, right? All these guys from the West came in.
Yeah.
They found something was going on. Next thing, they sent the academics in.
Yes.
They studied this whole thing. Now they are teaching us.
You're right. You see, you look at the books on non-duality in
and see who's writing them now. It's all from the West. So it's really weird,
Yeah, and the fellas who have been talking about this for thousands of years are not talking about it. Sadly.
It's really weird. I mean, it's so weird.
I mean, I'm also baffled as much as you are. So I'm like, wow, what is this? And it appears like it's like sometimes this non-duality is so culturally entwined that sometimes we don't see. So when you see it, then you find that, oh my God, what a fool I have been. When this non-duality is intertwined
with my parcel of me here.
It's part of me, and I don't see it. That's a shame actually.
How many people like you are there out in Singapore? Like out here in Sri Lanka, there's nobody like me. I can tell you straight away.
In Singapore, I've trained people. See, what I do is I train people in Vedic tradition. In Vedic tradition, inclined rooted in Avaita.
So easy for them to get a hand on that one.
So they're very easy to get rooted in the Vedic Avaita tradition.
Yes.
So I've trained 3 batches of people. So I have about, under the organization I have about 20 over teachers doing this. So they go around teaching wherever, even in interfaith gatherings. We do a lot of interfaith work.
Okay.
We go into interfaith organizations and we share how we don't have to be competitive. Let's respect our space.
Yes, of course.
Let's respect our space and respect each other and be what. Even if someone wants to cross, let them cross. What's the issue? Let it be. But we come from that standpoint, and we do a lot of interfaith work, and we go out to a lot of places where we teach this. So I've trained about 20 over people, and I'm still training, in fact. Right now I'm training based on text. Actually, I use text sometimes most of the time to teach. So and they go out teaching. So and I'm going to train another batch. And I'm also a yoga instructor.
Oh.
So I teach yoga using Advaita. So I train about 10 teachers, yoga instructors, who are not the conventional yoga instructors. These yoga instructors, they train using Advaita as a basis. So they also go out and teach.
Do they do it full time or are they employed and do it?
Employed, they do it as a passion.
Yeah.
They're not paid. They're not paid a single cent out of this. They work there and they go around teaching. And even I'm not paid. Even if people were to pay me, I don't take a cent because I have a job.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm in the IT industry. I'm doing facilities management.
Facilities management for the IT industry.
For the IT industry. That means I'm in Singapore's biggest IT company and sales. And I work in the facilities management and I take care of the properties.
Yeah,
That's my full-time job. Apart from that, I do this as a passion. And so my sincere point to thing is, people, if I do anything, don't pay me. If you really feel like doing something for me, then do it to some charity.
What we are doing is we set up a spiritual development fund because my long-term goal is to be able to support a small number of full-time people who basically just live this and do this. So everybody can see, what an Advaitic lifestyle is all about.
Excellent. You see, this is, if you ask me, eventually any group of people, any congregation who feels that Advaita is valuable should go into this full time. Yeah. And there should be a structure that what you're working on, a structure to support these people.
That's what I mean.
Yes, that's very good. I mean, that's very nice. I mean, only then, because it'll be far more productive. If I have 24 hours a day just for this.
I mean, it's like you can't expect a scientist to go hold a regular job.
Exactly.
And then come and
Yes.
Because
I go through that struggle because I have to balance my job during the day, and then in the evenings I give my time, or during the weekends I give my time. But I spend a lot of time with people, not in the class. I spend a lot of time with people sitting like this, having dinner, having coffee, having a drink, and talking about this. Because I feel that this should not be a classroom subject.
It isn't.
It isn't a classroom subject. It is a subject that should be talked about anytime, any place.
It's pity you couldn't drop in at our place, otherwise you can see what we made.
No, I would love to. I mean, actually, that was my plan. I wanted to, because you told me that it's nearby.
Yeah,
How far is it from here?
Maybe a kilometer at the most.
Today's a bit tight.
Thing is, I know it's going to be very tight for you.
Yeah, very tight for me. Yeah. But I would like to, come in. Maybe the next time.
Next time, yeah.
I'll probably drop by.
And if you don't have to spend your time in a hotel, you can always come and crash in there. As long as
all I need is a floor, that's all.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Plenty of floor there, plenty of mattresses there.
The good thing about the band is that's how we live. We are like bhikshus, We are like monks. And one moment we are staying in a 5-star hotel. Next moment we are sleeping on the floor. We are prepared to do that. I'm prepared to do that. That's our life.
Yeah.
We eat anything that is given to us. That can be eaten, and we are on the road. We are like mendicants. So the band itself is like practice, spiritual practice for us.
Yeah.
Going through all kinds of experiences and enduring them all. And we just move place to place. Like right after the show, we got to move. We travel a lot. We travel so much that the output is so little on stage. Is like 1 hour to 1.5 hours.
But then the
time we travel is.
Yes.
When we go through a lot of pain, like some guys may not be well. Just go through it. It strengthens the body, sense, mind.
Of course, and it teaches you.
Your
body is like that. So that doesn't mean it's the end of the world.
Exactly. So this is lessons on the road. Actually, I hope to write a book.
Yeah.
Lessons on the road that I've learned while touring as in a band. What we have learned, what I have learned, meeting people. Because everywhere I go, I learn something. And I was sharing with the people that we have, the fans that we have. I said the thing that I enjoy most is meeting the fans because I learn. The moment two minds meet, there's an opportunity for learning or an opportunity to gossip. I choose the first. I choose to learn. Whenever I go, I choose to learn. So whenever I meet people, I understand them, where they come from. So one of the things that we were traveling and we were talking, so I made this day, I was sharing with them. The first thing that we do when you enter a culture is not to judge it. The first thing you do is watch it, learn from it. Because there's no such thing as superior culture. There's only an inferior mind that makes a superior culture.
Yeah.
There's no superior culture because why? We judge from where we stand. But if you take out